Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna and today I have a very exciting video for you. Today we're going to start my new Pandos eyeshadow series for the year 2022 and I'm just quickly going over the rules. So this project has been started by Alexi. I have her linked in my description box always under every video that I do. I just mentioned it here in my first video, in my introduction video. There are a lot of people doing this project, but everyone does it in a bit of a different way. And I'm going to change my rules a bit from what I did last year, because last year I randomly selected 5 eyeshadow palettes and then I randomly selected one shade per palette to work on. And we're going to do it just a tiny bit different because I want to do another eyeshadow project pan, and I know that if I have too many eyeshadow palettes to work on at once, it's a bit hard to keep them all on my vanity. So I cannot work on more than 5 or let's say 6 palettes at one moment. So the thing I'm going to change this year is that I'm going to randomly select 3 eyeshadow palettes and then we're going to select 2 or 1 shade per palette so that I work on 5 eyeshadows again like last year, but they come from 3 different palettes and not from 5 different palettes. So that's the only thing I'm going to change because I really want to keep working on eyeshadows and I want to pan as much as I can. So I don't want to work on less eyeshadows, I just don't want to work on as many palettes at one moment. So we will just start and randomly select 3 eyeshadow palettes like last year. Not all of the palettes in my collection are in the project because I do have a different project that will start very soon and all my other palettes in my collection will be in the other project. So every eyeshadow palette in my collection will be in one of those 2 projects on my channel. And now I would say let's start right away. So here on my phone I have my Tiny Decisions app open. It's my Pandos eyeshadows project, and here in this little wheel there are all the eyeshadow palettes from my collection that I want to work on. So I would say let's just start by randomly selecting 3 eyeshadow palettes. And the first one is my Makeup Revolution Flamingo palette. Then the second palette, what will it be? Oh, perfect, it's my ABH Sultry palette. I was so hoping to get this palette. And then the last palette is going to be my Natasha Denona Mini Retro palette. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to grab the 3 palettes and then we will select the eyeshadows to work on. Here's my Sultry palette. And you can see we already have a lot of eyeshadow pans in here. And one of my goals is to have pan in all of the eyeshadows in this palette until the end of the year. So we're going to select 2 eyeshadows from this palette to work on. Then this is my Makeup Revolution Flamingo palette, and I think it's called a bit different. It's called the Forever Flawless Flamboyance Flamingo, but you know, I just call it the Flamingo palette because of all the little flamingos in there. And this is what it's looking like, and I'm not sure if I want to pick 1 or 2 shades from this palette, but I think I'm going to start to pick 2 from this palette too, just because I don't have a lot of pans in this palette, so it would be awesome to have some more in there. Then here's the Mini Retro palette from Natasha Denona, and I would love to have pan in every eyeshadow in this palette. Because there are only 4 eyeshadows left, I feel like it would be easy to just hit all of these pans during this year without having to work on 2 eyeshadows this month. So I'm just going to choose 1 eyeshadow in this palette here, and then maybe I could hit a bonus pan in this palette, but I'm going to just select 1 eyeshadow from here. You know what, because I have so many pans in the Sultry palette, I'm going to generate a number between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So just 2 numbers between 1 and 6, and then I will just count like I did. So here you can see I'm just generating a number between 1 and 6, and there are 2 numbers to be generated. And it's the number 4 and 1. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So these 2, I'm going to work on these 2 shades here. It's Steampunk and Teak. And they are both very warm toned, which is always a bit of a challenge for me but I'm here for it. So this is Steampunk, a stunning gold. And then this one here is Teak. Then in the Makeup Revolution palette, I'm going to generate a number between 1 and 18, and then we will see what we get. So again, I'm going to generate a number between 1 and 18, and we're going to generate two numbers. And it's 11 and 17. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so we are going to work on these two shades here. That's so funny. It couldn't be more different than from this palette. So we have two very cool toned shades here. So it's this bright turquoise, and then we have this bright icy white here. So this is what they're looking like on my fingers, and then I'm going to swatch them here. This white I use a lot on my inner corners, so I think I will do that again and try to hit pan with that. And then here's the turquoise. This is not a very strong metallic, it's a bit more of a satin. I think I will use it a lot on my lower lash line. So these are the first 4 shades. Oh, I love it. I love that we have this blue shade in here, and I usually really love warm tones and cool tones together, especially if it's blues and gold. So I really love this color combination. And metallics are always easy to work on, so I'm happy that I have 4 metallics for now. So now I'm going to generate a number between 1 and 4, and it's number 4. So we have another metallic, it's this one here. It's also a bit more of a satin or a lighter shimmer shade. It's not very intense metallic, but it's beautiful for an everyday look, and I have a pretty good dip going in this one already, so I think it wouldn't be, maybe it's not that much of a challenge to hit pan in this one, and maybe I could hit bonus pan in this shade here because I love using them two together. And because I don't have any matte in this project, it would be maybe good to hit pan in a matte too. So this is my goal, to hit a bonus pan, but this is the one I'm officially working on. So I'm just going to swatch it here. And you can see it has a nice sheen, but it's not too intense metallic. And this is my color story for the first month. I'm so excited to start this project again. This is one of my absolutely favorite projects and also one of my favorite videos to film. So I'm always so excited to get some new shades to work on, and I just love how many pans I could hit in the last year and years. I just want to keep working on these palettes, and I feel like I'm so close to have pan in so many palettes that I really want to keep going, and I'm so excited. So I would say, if you want to follow along my project, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because you don't want to miss any updates on my channel. I have a lot more project pans in general and also eyeshadow project pans. So there will be a new one coming very soon on this channel. I hope that you're excited for it. I hope that you like what I chose. I have very big goals for this year when it comes to hitting pan and eyeshadows. So I will also be doing a video on all my goals that I have for the next year. I hope that you did enjoy this video, that you liked it. If you did, please hit the like button. And I will see you in my next video. And I wish you all the most beautiful day.